Hello, hello. Good evening. Welcome to Cooking with Accelerators. This is Victoria Brantley, your life skills instructor, coming to you from Emma's Kitchen. So, how to the people. Tonight, I will be making for you tonight. I have two recipes for you tonight. Very, very easy. Excuse me, I have to adjust this camera because you have to see this. You got to get into it. It's so cute. So let me just adjust this camera because I need y'all to see all this cuteness. Yes. Okay. Okay. Much better. Okay, so tonight I will be performing for you chicken cutlets. Instead of using taco shells, we're going to use lettuce. Okay, Roman lettuce. That's what the ingredients called for. But I have to start off by giving credit and honor when honor is due. I want to thank my amazing pastors, Pastor Dio and Pastor Sokoa, for allowing me to come on another week to cook with my amazing church family, as well as those viewing on Facebook and those viewing on YouTube and all the amazing platforms that are out there. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on one more time. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started for the sake of time because I do have my girlfriend, my bestie. Yesterday was her birthday, so I'm going to cook dinner for her tonight. Okay? So I prep myself this morning. Life skills tip, preparation is key. So I prepped everything this morning. I washed my chicken. I washed all my produce. I have all of my good stuff ready. So, I have to always start off with making a delicious beverage. So tonight I'm going to make you fresh lemonade, my favorite. Lemon. Listen, whenever I come on and cook with you guys, please, always have a lemon. I love lemons. They're just so delicious. So I'm going to go ahead and get this baby started. And tonight I'm going to kind of talk about fear because fear just been dealing with me all day long and I don't even understand what is going on, but I cast it and I just send it back to the sender. So it all started this morning as I was preparing myself for my workout because, I'm on this workout journey, gained weight from the whole COVID. Okay, it's all good moving forward. But I gained weight, so I'm trying to get back into this whole, eating healthy and getting back to the size that I need to get onto and all that good stuff like that. So I get out to the car, Linda. I get out to the car. And baby frogs all over the car. Baby frogs all over the car. Wait a minute. I'm like, God, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Because this is not what I'm waking up to. First of all, I do not like anything that jumps, crawl, hop, skip. Do you hear me? I don't like any of that. So I'm trying to get in the car. I done went in through the back seat. The neighbor's looking like, do y'all see this? Because she putting on a real show. I couldn't even say good morning because I'm just trying to get to the gym, right? But long story short, I got in the car through the back seat. Okay. I cannot be making this up. Okay. I got in through the back seat, managed to get through the front. Don't ask me how I did it. Totally out of breath. At this point in time, I'm like, listen, Linda, I done already had my workout for the day. All good. So got into the car. You know me. For those who have been following me, self-talk, self-control, and self-discipline. So at this point, I'm saying to myself, Victoria, why are you afraid? What has caused you to just get in through the back seat? Okay, you have all these baby frogs, you know, they jumping, they leaping, they skipping, they hopping, they trying to get in the car. I really felt like I was under attack, okay? But I just had to breathe and I had to say, Jesus, please help me deal with this fear. But I got through it, amen, and got to the gym. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour in my carbonated Purell. And I'm going to grab my purified water. So give me one moment and I apologize. I should have had that out prior to. Okay. I need to adjust my camera so you all can see what I'm doing here. I think that should be better. Okay, that's good. Much better. Okay, so now that we have that established, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this baby up because I always have to have me a nice beverage, nice clean beverage to go with my meal. Okay, that looks good. So I'm just gonna set this off to the side. Okay, now I'm gonna get into cutting my chicken. I've already pre-washed it and all that stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and I have cutlets because a lot of times the chicken breast can just be a little just too big and I didn't want to waste any meat because again it's just me and my young prince. So I just got the chicken cutlets. I'm just gonna pat them dry. Okay. And if you all have any questions for me, please, by any means, chime in, join in. And I'm just going to cut them up. And I'm making 2 recipes tonight. So I'm going to make a taco chicken. And then I'm going to make a chicken and pepper. Bell peppers and onions and all that stuff. And I like chunk. So I'm just going to cut them up in nice big chunks because when I cook the chicken, it's going to all just cook down for me and it's going to break. Chicken is a very fragile meat. It's like fish. So it's not going to take much to break down once it's cooked. And again, cutlets doesn't take very long at all. Self-talk, self-control, and self-discipline because see, The old me would have tore the car up, okay? Tore the car apart trying to get in there. But God, but God. Then I just had to have a come to Jesus moment. Like, girl, what is you doing? Why are you doing all this? You making a spectacle, the neighbors looking at you. But at that point in time, Linda, I didn't care. I didn't care. Okay. Okay, so now that all that is cut up good, I'm going to transition my chicken back over to the bowl. I'm just going to let that rest just a little bit over there off to the side. One thing about poultry, fish, steak, you always want to be careful and you want to make sure that you rinse off because cross contamination and bacteria. So just bear with me and just hold tight for one moment. I'm just gonna put all this in the sink and I want to rinse off my wooden cup cutting board because um, the chicken did touch it. So I just want to be cautious and then I want to go ahead and wash my hands while I'm over here. So just bear with me. I am on my way back. Ta-da! Now I'm going to go ahead and start preparing my produce. So again, life skills tip, preparation is key. So you always want to make sure that you cut your produce in advance. So I'm going to use a lemon, but I'm going to use it once I cook the chicken, okay? And that's going to be used for the taco style meat, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull out my onion, my red bell pepper, my yellow bell pepper, and my green bell pepper. Okay, and I need to grab another knife. All right, here we go. So listen, for the accelerators, woo woo. I have so been enjoying the stride workout page. It has been amazing, and I may be saying it wrong, and I apologize. But listen, love, listen, Linda. I just love going on that page, seeing my amazing church members. We all trying to make sure we stay fit, you know, getting it together as we have amazing pastors. I like to call them Ken and Barbie, okay? Because they be on fleek, eek, eek. They be just so beautiful and just always looking so amazing, okay? So I just appreciate that page so much because it really inspires me to just get up. And at first, I was kind of like stumbling and playing around with it. I was like, you know, I'll get to it when I get ready. But then when I see Miss Sonia, honey, Miss Sonia, you know, just getting snatched and stuff, I was like, okay, now I need to get up. Now I need to really get myself up and get on board. Okay. And that's what I began to do. So I really appreciate that page. Because it just really keeps me motivated. Okay. And I'm just gonna chop up my red bell pepper. I love bell peppers. Okay, Linda? Love it. Love, love, love. I'm just concentrating, okay? Just concentrating. I ain't trying to cut the stilettos off, honey. Okay? Okay. Just bear with me. I'll be right back. Because it ain't time to go see Timothy. It ain't time.
I got about 2 more weeks, and I'll be going to see my boy. But I'm trying to hold on to my little stilettos. I can't cut them off. Not right now. This ain't the week. Okay, so now that all that is cut up and ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my stove, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna transition you all over with me in just a moment. Let me go ahead and put my olive oil in, and I'll be right over there to get you. Okay, I'm gonna transition you all over. Y'all see this headpiece? Get into it. Get into it. Get into it. Yes, honey. Get into this headpiece. I was feeling a little festive this morning. Mm-hmm. Just a little festive. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and season my meat. I have just a little blend of complete seasoning. Okay, no salt. I just cannot deal with the salt. And I have just a little bit of peak salt, whichever one you prefer. Okay, and I'm just going to move that around. And I think I want to add some pepper. Again, I just eyeball stuff. You kind of know, you just gotta kind of eyeball it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour half of the chicken in one, and I'm gonna pour the other half in the other one. Okay. Okay. And I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it up just a notch. And as that starts to cook down, then I will go ahead and add in my onions and bell peppers and all that stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of divide what I'm preparing for you. And I'm coming, just give me one moment. All right. So what I have done is I have just divided literally the portions into two. So I'm going to put that in there. And I'm going to take the other piece, other portion, excuse me, and place that in there. Just like so. All right. And here we go. And one thing about chicken, as I mentioned last week, is not only is it delicate, but it also doesn't take very long to cook, especially when it is boneless. Um, so again, it doesn't take long. So once you have your stove set at a decent temperature, excuse me, your stove top, excuse me, your stove top set at a decent temperature, then you want to go ahead and reduce your heat, because what you don't want is you don't want to cook the chicken to the point where it is dry. Okay. Okay, Linda. Okay. So good evening, good evening. If you are just tuning in into Cooking with Accelerators, this is Victoria. Welcome back. Today I will be making for you a instead of a taco shell, I will be making for you a lettuce, uh more like a lettuce wrap, you know. Um so yeah, what I'm pretty much doing right now is I am just preparing the meat. I have already cut up my produce. Preparation is key. As I mentioned last week, you always want to make sure that you wash your meat in advance, take it out beforehand. So it's room temperature, it tends to cook evenly. Um, and I love fresh produce. Okay, Linda, I love it. I just love the taste that it gives off, and I just love it. So get into it. You haven't really missed much. I'm just pretty much preparing the meat. So today for my lunch, I had Ethos. It is a vegan restaurant, and I'm really on this eating healthy journey, which has been amazing. My amazing pastor mother, Pastor Tokoa, you know, just in conversation mentioned about eating red meat, so forth and so on. So I just got to the point where the red meat was kind of giving me some complications, Linda. And I said, you know what? That's not something I have to have. I can definitely pull proteins from somewhere else. So I am going on about 4 to 5 weeks now. No red meat. Woohoo! I'm so proud of myself. But today I had ethos and it was just simply divine. Okay. All right. So I think I may have to um maybe switch over eventually. But tonight I'm eating this chicken. Okay. 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 Okay, so now that this looks about done, I'm gonna go ahead and reduce that down. This over here, meanwhile, it's still doing what it does. And one thing about chicken, it tends to look done on the outside, but you want to make sure that it is fully cooked because you don't want to get sick. It's not like red meat or beef where you can actually eat that half cooked. So one thing about chicken, you want to make sure that it is all the way done through thoroughly. I highly encourage you just to kind of, you know, um, just place your utensil down in it and just make sure that it is white all the way through. And I'm just making sure that again, my meat is cooked all the way through. And this is still a little bit of gummy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring that up just a notch. So I really want this to be cooked completely, especially when you are preparing for someone else. You just want to make sure that you know your meat is cooked thoroughly. My girlfriend, my good friend, Zion's godmother, her birthday was yesterday, so I am preparing dinner for her tonight. All right, and that looks just about finished. So I'm going to go ahead and let that rest a little bit. I need to get me a measuring cup because I need to get some water. And yes, I'm just a little bruschetta. Okay. I like to use purified water for everything, especially when I'm cooking. It just gives you a different taste. So, I do have taco mix here. I definitely recommend low sodium. Since this portion size is very small, I will not be utilizing this whole pack. So I'm definitely gonna just pour in not even half of it because it doesn't even require all of it because it's such a small portion. So I'm gonna go ahead and crank this side back up. All right, and that side looks pretty done. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove her off and crank this side back up. And I can definitely bring you all a little closer. Okay, so let me rotate you on this side so you can definitely see what I have going on. I like the same. Let's see here. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it, Lindo. Okay, I think that should be good. Okay, so this is the part where I bring in my lemon. Okay, let me just grab a knife. Okay, so as I mentioned last week, when you utilize fresh lemon, you want to make sure that you hold your hand under just so that you are gathering all those seeds. I love cooking with lemon, especially with this recipe, because I love a nice kick. I love for my taste buds to have a whole field day party. Okay, you ever ate something that was so good and it just made you dance? Yes, honey. I like for my taste buds to have a party, literally. Okay, then I'm gonna place the other lemon on this side here. I still got a seed in there. It happens. It happens. But I'm glad I called it before somebody got it in their mouth. Amen. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let this cook down. Let that just kind of simmer on down. Simmer on down. Okay. I'm gonna crank this back up just a little bit because I really want those flavors to get all up in my chicken. And so this recipe over here will be more or less like lemon pepper chicken. So I'm just gonna add in a little more pepper because I really want that lemon pepper taste going on. And I would like to taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and taste to see if this is the taste that I was looking for. Mm-hmm. Yes, honey. Okay. And that's just gonna cook till it thickens up just a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and remove her off because she is done. Very, very simple recipe. Very easy. Okay. So please feel free to ask me any questions, chime in. Very, very easy recipe. Please, please, please post your pictures of your finished dish once I make the final presentation. And most importantly, Linda and Leonard, for the gentlemen that are watching, Linda and Leonard, um, please follow Acceleration, honey. We are accelerating to a whole nother dimension, period. Okay. So follow us. Follow us. Follow Pastor Dio and Pastor Takoa, Ken and Barbie, the flyest pastors on this side of earth that I know. Period. Just saying. Somebody had posted, one of my good pastor friends had posted on Facebook. He said he was tired. And he said, pray for your pastors because your pastors get tired too. And I so believe in that. You have got to cover your pastors and pray for them and just text them out of nowhere and let them know, listen, I'm just thinking about you. Just want to say hello, Linda and Leonard, Ken and Barbie. You got to reach out to them and let them know how much you appreciate them, that you're praying for them, you're keeping them encouraged because the burden of this world and this time is so heavy. So you always want to make sure that you're covering your pastors, covering your man and woman of God because I know. Listen, Linda, I know it ain't easy, and I'm just a life skill instructor. Okay, I know it ain't easy because dealing with folk ain't easy. Okay, that is divine. I'm just gonna let that thicken up just a little bit. But I will go ahead and start preparing as that thickens. I will go ahead and start preparing for. I will go ahead and start preparing the lemon pepper chicken. Wrong top. It happened. I don't even think I actually need it because this is actually just about finished. So I'm not going to even cover it because I really don't need it. So what I'll do is I will cut that low and I will go ahead and start preparing these over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shift you back over to the other side. Y'all see that headpiece? Get into it. Hey, get into it. Yes, honey, get into it. I was feeling real, real, real black powerish this morning. All right. That is just about how I want it. So I'm just cooking that so that thickens up a little bit. And again, I like a little crunch, so I don't want it to cook in too much. But let me go ahead and get me a spoon here and a pair of tongs. So I'm gonna make two type of lettuce wraps. I'm gonna make a lemon pepper, and then I have here a um, taco style. So with my tongs, with your tongs, what you're gonna do is you're gonna just grab enough just to kind of fill it on in, but you want to get everything in there because I don't know if y'all can see that. You want to get everything in there because when you go to take that bite, you want to grab all those flavors in there. Okay, Linda and Leonard, y'all following me? Linda, Linda and Leonard. I guess I need to turn this phone so y'all can see exactly what I'm doing here. So just kind of bear with me. Okay, and I think this is just about done. So let me turn her off. I'm gonna swap out these leaves because they're just not doing it for me. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this all nice and pretty. And it's up to you. I don't know how much lettuce you like, but you can always take the tips off if it's too much. I am a lettuce girl. Okay, honey. Okay, I'm a lettuce girl. These teeth ain't big for nothing. I love lettuce. Uh-huh. And then I'm just gonna place that there. And then I'm just gonna turn my camera around. And believe it or not, we are coming to the end of this segment. Quick, easy meal. Okay. I have some fresh salsa. Uh-huh. With cheese. Love cheese. And some sour cream. Okay. So I'm just going to take um a little bit of salsa. I'm gonna take a little bit of salsa. Listen, Linda and Leonard. This is a very easy, quick meal on Fridays. Literally a dollop. I think I'm saying that right. Literally. And just a little bit of cheese. And I'm just gonna go ahead and turn. I'm gonna actually come back over to the main stage. I really,
Really love, 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 love my happies, Linda and Leonard. Okay, so finished product. Me personally, I love spice. So I have here some crushed red peppers, and I'm just going to sprinkle. But I think I caught most of the countertop. That's okay. And listen, Linda and Leonard, we are all done with this segment. Thank you so much for tuning in into another week of cooking with the Accelerations. Victoria Brantley, your life skills instructor. Have an amazing evening and enjoy your weekends. Please follow Accelerators on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We air well. Air well. Period. We're everywhere. Wherever you look, we're there. Okay. So listen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Coming out of Emma's Kitchen, this is Victoria Brantley. I am an accelerator and I am accelerating at an accelerated speed. Period. Have an amazing evening and thank you so very much for tuning in. Make sure that you tune in next Friday, same time. Period. Just saying, because we air well. We taking over. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me stop. I'm just getting beside myself. But listen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, where Pastor Dio and Pastor Takoa are the amazing pastors over at Acceleration. And other than that, listen, post your pictures, and I'm going to post my picture of my amazing recipe while we're coming out of quarantine and this whole pandemic situation. Quite a few of us have gained some weight. So if you're looking to maybe change up your eating habits, changing up your eating lifestyle, there's always another alternative. So take away and just incorporate, okay? I'm gonna say that one more time. Take away and incorporate, okay? And most importantly, listen, y'all be amazing, okay? Keep following us. Thank you so much. Bye.